Hello and welcome to your MES lesson. I'm Claire. Today, you're going to learn the what, the how, and the when of answering there plus be questions negatively. Let's start with what. What are these answers and statements used for? They are used to talk about something's non-existence. For example, if you want to talk about one thing, there isn't a delay. If you want to talk about two things or more, there aren't delays. Good. Now let's learn how. How do you use these answers and statements? First, know how to conjugate there plus be using contractions. There are two ways to make the contractions. We will practice both, as they are both commonly used. If you want to talk about one thing, please repeat, no, there isn't. Or, no, there's not. If you want to talk about two or more things, please repeat, no, there aren't. We will use the first contraction when we practice. It's very important to memorize this conjugation fluently before you start practicing video B. Next, study your vocabulary. For example, there isn't a monopoly, a difference, an end. Remember, be sure to pronounce the an before nouns that begin with vowel sounds. For example, there isn't a monopoly. There isn't an end. Finally, to build a more specific answer, you can use an adjective. For example, there isn't a midnight train. There isn't an early train. There isn't an express train. Or a prepositional phrase. For example, there isn't a train to Smithville. There isn't a train at the station. There isn't a train in the next hour. So finally, when do you use these answers and statements? You use them to talk about something's non-existence in the present. For example, there isn't a law against that. There isn't a sale at the department store. There isn't a car for rent. Excellent. Now let's review. First, what are negative there plus be answers and statements used for? They're used for talking about non-existence. Second, how do you use these answers and statements? You use them by knowing the conjugation of there plus be and building a more specific answer with the vocabulary. Third, when do you use these answers and statements? You use them to talk about something's non-existence in the present. Well done. Let's move on to video B to really practice making your own answers. Remember to keep on reviewing your vocabulary. I'm Claire, and I'll see you back here soon.